Have you ever been betrayed by the two people you trusted most? I never thought my own fiancé and my best friend would destroy my future with a single lie. But they forgot one thing. The truth always finds its way back. My name is Emma. I was 28, living in Chicago, and only 90 days away from marrying the love of my life, Michael. We had been together for 4 years. He wasn't just my fiancé, he was the man I imagined growing old with. And then there was Olivia. She had been my best friend since college. She knew every secret, every dream, every fear I had. I trusted her so much that I asked her to be my maid of honor. I thought the three of us were building the happiest chapter of my life. I had no idea. They were secretly writing the most painful one instead. For weeks, everything seemed perfect. Michael kissed me goodbye every morning and texted me every night. Olivia spent hours helping me choose my wedding dress, flowers, and even the first dance song. Sometimes we'd all have dinner together, laughing about our future. I felt lucky. Looking back, the signs were always there. Whenever my phone rang, they suddenly stopped talking. Whenever I walked into a room, they quickly changed the subject. I told myself I was overthinking. Until one Friday afternoon, I left work early because I wanted to surprise Michael with his favorite coffee. When I reached his apartment, I noticed Olivia's car parked outside. I smiled. She's probably helping him plan another surprise for me, I thought. I had no idea that behind that apartment door, my entire life was about to fall apart. The next few weeks felt different. Michael suddenly started working late almost every night. Olivia, who used to call me every day, barely answered my messages anymore. Whenever I suggested we all have dinner together, one of them always had an excuse. I told myself I was overthinking. After all, they were the two people I trusted most. Then, one Friday afternoon, I left work early because I had a terrible migraine. I couldn't wait to get home and rest. As I unlocked the front door, I heard laughter coming from upstairs. At first, I smiled. Olivia must be helping Michael with another wedding surprise, I thought. But as I quietly walked toward our bedroom, I heard Michael's voice. She has no idea. I couldn't breathe. My hands were shaking so badly that I almost dropped my phone. Instead of confronting them, I quietly stepped back, got into my car, and drove away. 10 minutes later, my phone buzzed. It was Michael. His voice sounded completely normal. "Hey babe, I'm working late tonight. I'll call you when I get home." He lied without a second of hesitation. An hour later, Olivia texted me. "Miss you. I can't wait to celebrate your big day together. Love you." I stared at the message and realized something terrifying. The two people I trusted most had been lying to my face for who knows how long. At that moment, I made one promise to myself. I wasn't going to cry. I wasn't going to beg. I was going to let them believe they'd won, until the perfect moment to reveal the truth. For the next 6 weeks, I acted like nothing had happened. I smiled, I laughed, I even thanked Olivia for helping with the wedding plans. Meanwhile, I quietly started collecting every piece of evidence. Phone records, hotel receipts, bank statements, and one security camera recording that changed everything. Then, exactly 30 days before our wedding, Michael asked to meet me. He looked me straight in the eyes and said, "Emma, I'm sorry, but I don't love you anymore." Before I could answer, Olivia walked into the restaurant. She was holding Michael's hand. Then she smiled and said, "We didn't mean for it to happen, but we're in love. We hope you'll understand." In that moment, my heart broke. But they had no idea. Their biggest nightmare had already begun. For the next 3 weeks, I acted like nothing had changed. I smiled, I laughed, I even kept planning the wedding. Michael and Olivia believed I was completely clueless. What they didn't know was that I had started collecting every lie they told. Phone records, late-night messages, restaurant receipts, photos from people who had seen them together. Then one evening, Michael sat across from me with tears in his eyes. "Emma, I can't do this anymore." He reached for my hand. "I'm in love with Olivia. I'm so sorry." Every word felt like a knife. Before I could answer, Olivia walked into the apartment, holding Michael's hand. She looked me in the eyes and said, "You deserve someone better." They expected me to break down. Instead, I smiled, because they had no idea what was already waiting for them. The wedding guests couldn't stop talking about what had happened. Some apologized for believing the lies. Others quietly walked out, leaving Michael and Olivia standing alone. A week later, the wedding venue canceled the reception. Several of Michael's business clients ended their contracts after learning the truth. Olivia lost friends she had known for years. As for me, I packed my bags and accepted a dream job in New York. 6 months later, I was happier than I'd ever been. One evening, I received a message from Michael. I made the biggest mistake of my life. Can we start over? I looked at the message, smiled, and deleted it without replying. Because the greatest revenge isn't making someone suffer. It's building a life so beautiful that they realize they lost the one person who truly loved them.